make sure everything is up and running. So give me a couple of moments while we get up and we make sure everything is fully live. Yay, I think we're pretty much there, which is awesome. Okay. I think we're good by the looks of things. Yay. Just make sure that you can and you can hear me, which is also good. And we're live on Instagram as well by the looks of things, so that's awesome. And we're live on TikTok. So hello to everyone who's watching, regardless of how you are watching. I'm just going to make sure that I can see everything. You're just looking at a box at the moment, so that's weird. But we are going to be making a start in a second. I'm just getting everything ready because this is what we're going to be talking about today, and today's is a really great live that we're doing because even I've not fully unboxed the new release yet. It's that new that, and it's literally only just arrived, which means that you get to unbox it with me, which is really cool. So so I've got my box. Well, I've actually got 3 boxes here that we're gonna go through today. And it is super heavy. So we'll go through that in a bit, but I just want to make sure to say hello to everyone and that we're all settled and we're good to go. I'm going to try and do a little bit of crafting with the new products as well today, so I'm hoping that we get to do that as well. And it looks like we might just be about to get a little visitor as well. One of my little crafty friends. Are you coming to say hello? Please don't knock over any equipment. Here she is. Oh, that's a lovely lovely view for everyone. It's your fluffy little bum. Maisie is here with me, as you can see. She's come to help. That's lovely, thank you. Everyone say hello to Rosie. She's going to now stand on all of the equipment and potentially just turn off the live. Do you want to, shall we just move that out of your way so that you can then get to where you want to go? Why don't you come and sit on this little chair here and you can help me with today's live. This is what we get when we're crafting at home, in my home studio and office, is that we get little live visitors. So please feel free to say hello as well. Drop me a note in the chat because then I know that I'm not just talking to myself, which is awesome. So shall we make a start, because we've got lots to go through in this hour, and I want to make sure that you get to see a bit of everything. I'm just going to have a quick check. One of the things that I've been trying to figure out, and if anybody knows anything about streaming software or anything like that that can help me with this, would be so helpful, because I am trying to change the orientation in Instagram so that you can see a bit more of the picture, because at the moment all you can really see is just a very small amount of the screen, which is a little bit annoying. I'm just going to have a quick look on Instagram, which it doesn't look like I can see as live on Instagram, which is odd. Let me just double check that, see if we are live on there. No, it doesn't look like we are. Let me just double check that everything is okay over on our Instagram page. One moment. There's usually something, isn't there? I wonder if I just not press the button correctly. Here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. So so you can just see like this, this small view normally, but I feel like we've now got. I think I fixed it. Oh, I'm so pleased. So that's really awesome, because that means now you can actually see everything. I don't know what I did. I must have pressed something correctly. So that's made me very happy. So now we've got everything going. Hello Sophie, how are you? Excited to see the new goodies. Me too. Let's dive in. I think Maisie's very happy to see them too. She sat here just supervising the proceedings. So what shall we start with, little girl? Shall we start with, the products that I'm bringing you today, I know a lot of you are really anticipating some new stamps, some new clear stamps. They are on the way. I have got those ready to go. But what we've got for you today is some new cardstock designs. So this is the package that we get from the printer. This is one of the boxes that we get. And I'm just going to very carefully cut this open, she says, without damaging my fingers in the process. This is obviously a sample that they've put on the top there, which you know, I would want to use this. I mean, the ones that haven't got sticky tape over, I'm going to use these because they're adorable. So I'll show you a proper one so that you can see that. Let's have a look. Let's get that done here. There we go. And I'm hoping that for you guys that are watching over on Instagram, that the view is better because it's much better, I think, when you can see the whole thing. Rather than just in portrait where you only get to see a tiny bit. So this is one of my packages. What do you think to this then, Maisie? So this is the You Are the Best cardstock set, and I'll take a couple of sheets out so that we can have a little look at those. So that is box number 1. Sophie says that her cat Simba is sat in a sunny spot in her craft room with you. I mean, this is something that I think if I didn't work from home, I would really miss. So we obviously do have our premises where which we call HQ. Hello Emma, hello Michelle. And that's where we have all of our products stored. That's where I pack all of your orders up, because in this tiny little office space there just isn't room for any of that. And we did used to, when we first started back in the day, we did have a lot of we had all of our stock in a room downstairs, which used to be our dining room. We'd kitted it all out. We'd got shelves everywhere, and it was really great for when we were starting out and we didn't have a lot of stock. But the amount of stock that we have now, the amount of orders that we get, it was too much in one small space. So we had to move that out into our premises that we have in Sheffield, our storeroom. And what I would really like to do is make that into a studio as well. Hello Jill, so glad you could join us. If we could do that, I think that would be amazing, because then I would have it set up properly so that you could see a better view of me, of my face while I'm crafting, as well as the overhead. At the moment there just isn't enough space because everything is so cramped for me to be able to do both. So I've tried and it doesn't really work very well, so it's not a great experience for you as the viewer. So I would love to be able to do that, but I do think I will miss having the company of the cats while I'm crafting. So I will probably still keep this little crafty zone here because I would miss it too much. So this is the first new set of cardstock that we've got. So these are the You Are the Best characters. Some of you may recognise these from the You Are the Best stamp sets. The stamp sets have, I think they've pretty much sold out. We may only have one left on the website. So they are no longer available in stamp version, which is why we're now releasing these little cuties as our cardstock version. So these will work with your coordinating dies. So if you already have the coordinating dies with your stamp set, then you can use those with these, but these are pre-coloured in, which means you've then got the benefit of not having to take the time to colour. You can just cut these out and use them on a project straight away, which is perfect, and really is a huge time saver. So if you want to make a quick card, this is the ideal product for that. And they are so cute. So you will be able to buy these in a couple of different ways, and I will come on to that in a second, and I will come on to when these will be released when we've gone through the whole collection. So the first lot are the You Are The Best. Jill says they're adorable. They are absolutely adorable, and like I say, if you have had them as stamp sets before, you will know how gorgeous they are and how versatile the set is. Now to have that in a pre-printed version is just so convenient. So the second set, this is one of our boxes of the next set. These are our gorgeous little cows, our moverless set. So this is You Are Moverless. So we're very much on a spring theme, on a farm theme, celebrating the you know, the lambs and the sheep at this time of year, but we've got the added bonus of some cute cows in this one. So this is the You Are Moverless. So that's my sample piece, and I'm definitely going to cut out these ones that have not had the sellotape over the top. Waste not, want not in this industry, isn't it? We love to make the use of all our packaging as well as everything else. Emma says, I love the pre-printed version, great when you want to make a quick card. Absolutely, Emma, it is so good. And if you are somebody who doesn't really enjoy colouring in, which I know a lot of followers of Time for Tea, we do love our colouring in, but sometimes we don't have the time for it, or we might feel that something is just not working out for us. So we don't really want to bother with the colouring in, but we have the option now to be able to take something that's pre-printed, which is fabulous. I really enjoy crafting with these. I am traditionally, I love to colour in my stamps. I love to spend the time colouring them in. I get a lot of joy from doing that and then cutting them out and making a card, but sometimes all I want to do is just make a card. And when I prepare samples for these sets, it is just so easy and so much fun to do. The process is so simple that I can just relax, because all of the hard work of thinking about, well, how am I going to colour that, what shade am I going to do for this, is already being worked out for me. So it is such a convenient way to craft, and you'll be able to really get the most out of these when these do go on sale, because you will not only will you get the images that we have here, but you will also get a digital stamp, which is just a clean line drawing, which you could use your coloured image as inspiration for colouring in that digital stamp. So you can follow the colour scheme that we've got here, or you could make up your own colour scheme completely. You don't have to use the colour scheme that we've given you here, but it means that you're then going to continue to be able to use these images long after your cardstock has gone. So our gorgeous little moo cows here. We've got two different types of little cow, which I think the little Highland cow is adorable. We've got the little barn, we've got our rooster and our chick, we've got an egg and a little flower, we've got a little tree there as well, and we've got the little lamb, and then we've got some great sentiments in this one. I heard it was your birthday, have a moverless day, you are moverless, from the whole herd. And then you've got bar, chirp, cluck and moo, which you can pop in this little I'll just hold it a bit closer, in the little speech bubble there. So that's really handy. So yeah, you've got all of those gorgeous little images there, all of the great sentiments that you need as well. You've got all of those little elements that you're going to be able to build up your scene and and the adorable cow as well. And then if we just go back to, and we'll just do the same thing with those gorgeous little sheep as well. This one I think is really cute for lots of different occasions. And we've got you are the best, and then we've got thank you, missing you, and thinking of you. So really good way of mixing and matching sentiments. And then all of these little guys in cute little poses. We've got a gorgeous little tree with the little love heart flowers, and then we've got this gorgeous fence as well. So you're going to be able to build a really gorgeous scene. So all of those gorgeous little elements there to build up a gorgeous little scene with our little sheep. So that is Crafting Queen says she's loving the new set. She says, hello Joe and the crafty family here in the chat. Glad I've managed to catch a live. I'm so glad that you've been able to join us. That's your main cardstock as part of the release. You've got the gorgeous little sheep and the cows, and when you purchase these, you will be able to buy the cardstock and a digistamp. So like I said, the digistamp is a line drawing, which means that you can print it over and over again. And if you print it at actual size, it will coordinate with the dies that come with both of these sets. And like I said, we do have some of the dies left, but we don't have any of the physical stamps. So if you've already got your stamps and your dies, you'll be able to use those with these as well for a convenient way of using these sets. And you'll get the digistamp that you can print out and use over and over again, which is really, really great to do. You will get 2 sheets of each set. So the cardstock is set out so that you've got 4 stamp sets on each A4 sheet of card stock. So, and you'll get 2 of those. So that's essentially 8 cardstock pieces, or 8 A6 sized cardstock pieces. Does that make sense? I'm not sure if I explained that properly. So that's the first bit. The next box is something that is completely brand new, and we've not done before in this way or this format, and I'm really excited about it. I hope that you guys love it too. We've not gone wild and got loads of stock on this because I wasn't sure whether it's what people would want. So we're doing this as a little bit of a test, but if people love it, then we can get more of it and we can do more of this. And again, what I'm thinking about when I'm putting these together is easy ways and quick ways for you to be able to craft that are it's going to help you, I suppose, when you are short on time and you don't get a lot of crafty time. These are solutions for that, but also they are more affordable, because I know at the moment it's really, really hard for all of us to be able to afford new stuff. So I'm trying to keep things affordable for you guys, affordable for us as a sorcerer, as somebody sourcing new products, but also is something that you're going to love as well. So yeah, Jill says she's very excited. I may have built this up too much, I don't know, but I hope you guys like it, and it works so well with the new set. So the new cardstock sets. So let me try and grab this out of the box, because I have opened this box already because I was too excited not to. Let's see, have I got a full set there? Let me see. I think that's one full set. So this is a paper set. So this is, I'll lay this flat so that you can see it all on screen, because otherwise you may not see it. This is a paper set. So I'm not going to call it a paper pack because it's not gummed at the top. So normally our paper pads are like this. Let me grab one from behind me. So our usual paper packs come in 6x6. And they are gummed at the top so that they come together in like a little book like this. We've not done that with these because these are A4 in size, and they are and they're loose leaf. They're one-sided because, again, feedback that we've had from everyone is that you prefer the one side, just the one side, because you don't want to make the choice. You don't want to have to choose between the two. So, and we've gone for a different sized paper so that you can use them on larger cards as well, because some of our friends and followers like the larger size cards, and some of you like the smaller cards, which is kind of my favourite size card shape, which is an A6 size, but you can use these for all sizes. So patterned papers are a really quick and easy way of crafting. They make things so much simpler because you don't have to think so much. We are at the point where we have almost sold out of all of our brushes, our beautiful blender brushes, so I'm going to be sourcing some new ones and some new colours. So if you're not doing any ink blending, papers are the way to go. I've thought about everything that would work well with this new set. So this first bit of paper looks a bit strange because it goes both sides. So it's a full A4, but the idea is that you would cut it in half and you would get two A5 landscape scenes, and then you can use your gorgeous little sheep on there to create a scene. It also works perfectly size wise to create a scene with your cows as well. It mirrors the little fence that is on our cardstock here, so it mirrors that image, so you can use that and create a fuller scene there. Emma says it's going to make creating a scene card so much easier. Jill says she loves love this. Backgrounds are the hardest for me to create. Exactly, and this is, some of the feedback that we get is that backgrounds are the biggest challenge, and you want to create a gorgeous little scene for your character. You could, if you wanted to, you could cut this out. So you could fussy cut this out if you wanted to, and layer this and create some dimension, do a bit of decoupage there, and ink blend your sky background if you wanted to. You don't have to leave it flat like this, or if you just want it really simple, just cut that in half and you've got the base for your project. So easy to do. So that is the first sheet. You can then see that we've gone for some really beautiful pastel coloured patterned papers for the rest of the set. So I'll just fan these out because they are all the same design but in different colours, and you can probably hear there, I should do a little bit of that, is it ASMR, is it? Where you can just hear the quality of the paper. It is a lovely GSM. It's 160 GSM, so it is good quality and thickness of paper. And we've got here now, we've got 5 different colours. We've got the lovely lilac or lavender colour. We've got a pale blue. We've got our spring green, we've got a lovely buttery yellow there, and then we've got the gorgeous rose pink. So we've got a beautiful rainbow pastel of colours, which matches really well with our blender brushes as well. So again, if you are going to be doing ink blending, it will coordinate beautifully with your Distress Oxide inks as well. And we've got the cute little daisy pattern, and then we've got some simple stripes. These are great background patterns for any card. Really pretty, really versatile, and easy to use. So I think you're going to really enjoy using all of those. That gorgeous rainbow is so cute, and the patterns and the designs are, like I say, just so versatile for any project. So they're your kind of foundation designs, and then you've got your scene builder design. So in each set you've got 12 designs, as in you've got 6 sheets of paper and you get two 2 designs on each sheet of paper, and in the set you will get 2 lots of this. So you will get 12 sheets of paper with 6 designs on each. Does that make sense? I hope I explained that okay. So that is new. This is new for us. Like I say, we've not done this size of paper before. We've not done them loose leaf like this, and we've not done the seam builder type design. So this is all very new. I really hope that you do, you know, that you guys like it. So how can you get it? How are you going to be able to buy these gorgeous new products? So these will be live and exclusive with Hobby Maker on the 18th of March. So that's next Tuesday. So I've got lots to do between now and then to prepare for that, because like I said, these have only just arrived. So these will be live with Hobby Maker on the 18th. I will be on at 4 o'clock. We do have limited supplies of some of the products, because the product on Hobby Maker will come with the coordinating die. They will be on at an exclusive price. So if you want to get the best price and the best deal, then Hobby Maker is the place to go. Once the Hobby Maker show has completed, the following morning, any remaining product that we've got will be available on the Time for Tea Designs website. So you'll be able to get the cardstock and your Digistamp, not the coordinating dies typically, because they do sell out, but you will be able to get the cardstock, the papers, and the Digistamps after the Hobby Maker show the following day. So they will go live on the website for whatever's left. Now what I will say is, because we do tend to have really great response to the paper products and the cardstock products on Hobby Maker, if you want to be sure that you're going to get it, do tune into the Hobby Maker show, otherwise you may miss out, particularly if you want those coordinating dies as well. Because we do tend to, sell those out during the live show. So if you want to be sure of getting it, tune in on the 18th, and then the remaining stock, if it's available, will be on the website the following day. So that my tip is tune in on the 18th if you don't want to miss out. Emma says, I really must invest in some more of the blender brushes. Only have the green one at the moment and it looks lonely. You definitely need to invest in them. And we will be taking the last remaining sets of brushes to Hobby Maker as well on Tuesday. We don't have many left. I think we've got 20 sets. They aren't full sets because we don't have all of the colours available to do that. So we've got 20 sets of the 8 new colours, but they only have 7 of the new colours. The Candied Apple, we only have 5 of those left in total. So if you want the Candied Apple colour to go with the green, Emma, I would suggest that order goes in really quick, because they will, no doubt, we will sell through those last few ones on the show, I imagine, and then we will be down to literally 1 or 2 brushes in various different colours after that point. So they are getting, we have, we bought a lot of these brushes, we bought a lot of stock, and yeah, they have been so popular. So any suggestions on what new colours we should do next? We've focused very much on some of our favourite distress ink colours before. So if that's what you would like us to do again, then please let me know. And I mean, I have so many favourite colours, so I'm sure we'll be able to come up with some great ones. Claire says, just popping in to say hello. Well, hello to you, Claire. I'm hoping that you and Jess really enjoyed the new products, and you can watch us on Hobby Maker on Tuesday. We are now, we're half an hour into the show. We have shown you everything that's available now. And I think what I would really like to do is show you how I cut these guys out, and what they look like when they cut out. And we could make a scene with this new cardstock here, couldn't we? Because I do need to make some samples for the show, and maybe this is the way to do it. So let's use this. I don't know if I'll use any of my other cardstock with this. I might just use the scene itself, and then I'm going to use it with my gorgeous little sheet, because it does go so beautifully with those sheets. So I'm going to pop all of these to one side. The great thing about these guys is they are small enough to go through my little die cutting machine here, my little Craft Buddy machine, which you can also get on the website. We've got a couple of those left, and they are so easy to use and so quick. But what I like to do first is I like to cut down my cardstock. So let me just grab my trimmer. Oh, it's just behind me here. Let's grab said trimmer, and then I like to cut down my cardstock here. Here we go. So just line this up with this is my Tim Holtz guillotine paper trimmer, which is the best that I've ever used. It sharpens itself as it cuts, which is fabulous. And it's always precise, it doesn't matter how small a piece you are cutting, it works every time. And that sound of it chopping is just so good. That's another ASMR moment. Love that. Love that. So we just had to take a moment to appreciate that sound. And then I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to cut this in half, which is approximately A5 size. So that wasn't a precise measurement, but that's good enough for me. And you don't have to use it that full size, because like I say, I like to use a smaller size card. So what I might do is I might just use a portion of this rather than all of it. So I'm going to grab one of my cards here, one of my blanks. So this is a card blank, and you can see that this is the size of an A6 size card. And I don't use a lot, I really don't use an awful lot of larger cards. A5 cards tend not to be my thing, but you can see that you can position this on the card. So this is the card, you position that on the card where you want that background to sit, and you may also want to have a little border. So the way that I could do that is I have this is a gorgeous little die actually. So this is an A6 sized scallop frame die, and I can pop this over the top of my image, and I can see then how much of that image am I going to see. Now, is that going to be enough of a little scene there for me to get what I want? Do I do it? Oh, that's cute there, isn't it? That's very cute. And then if you think about then what you're going to have in your scene, excuse me, what little images you're going to have in there, and kind of what the message is going to be, that's really, really cute. I'm just thinking about some of the other dies that we've got on the show. I think we've gone with the 5 windows. What else have we gone with? This is where I'm trying to rack my brains what else is in the show, and I can't remember. Not to worry, we're going to crack ahead with this because I think this is going to look really, really cute. Yes, we've got the fenced in dies are on there. The fenced in dies will be great with your little with the cows. Oh, that will be so cute with the cows. So yeah, we could definitely do with the fenced in dies with that. That would be great. So I'm going to go roll with this because I think this is going to look really, really cute. So that means that this portion is what I'm going to be using for my scene. So that's probably going to sit in that corner actually, now I think about it. Let's have a look. Is that going to be about right? I think that looks quite good, doesn't it? We've got our little fence then going off the scene, and then we'll have our little frame that goes there, and you can position it any way you want. You can tilt it, you can straighten it, you can, you know, you can do anything really. Let's have a look. Is that, do we want it a bit higher up like so there's a bit more sky? Yeah, I think maybe around that sort of area. So I'm going to cut out my my frame first. Now my frame, colour-wise, what do we think colour-wise for the frame? Let me just make sure that I can see all of your comments on here. There we go. So frame-wise, I like a nice, clean, crisp white frame, but I also think that this would work with some pretty colours as well. So we could go with, maybe it would be nice in... what's the word that I'm looking for, like almost a wood grain effect. So some of your craft card, that's the word I was looking for. Let me just look behind me here. So I do think I have some really nice kind of neutral colours which might work for this. So I've got some craft cardstock here. That could work really nicely. Or we've got some nice kind of a neutral, almost a grey colour. Black I think is going to be too dark. And then we've got some different brown shades which could mirror some of the fence. Or we've got our tea shade there. The alternative to that would be to go with... we could actually go with some of our patterned cardstock. Let's have a look at this. So you could go with some patterns around the outside. That yellow would look really, really pretty, wouldn't it? I might try the yellow. Shall we try the yellow? Because that is different. I don't normally go with patterns on my borders because it can look a bit busy. But we don't have to necessarily use it for this project. We could use it on something else. I'm just looking to see if I've got any pale yellow. I've got like a vanilla colour. I think maybe my other yellows are potentially a little bit... Oh, that one's quite nice, but is a little bit bright. So I think I'm going to go stick with my my first option, which was this. So I am going to position that onto my paper here. And don't worry that it's paper and not cardstock, because like I say, it is a really good weight of paper. Oh, I'm excited to use this. This is going to be so good. And if you did want to give it a little bit more, you wanted to make it a bit more robust, then you could back it with cardstock. So you could back it with some of your coloured cardstock, so you've got that colour showing through. Or you could use some foam, which I might do if I've got enough. I don't know if I've quite got enough foam, but I need to get some. I need to invest in some more of my fun foam. So I'll just pop this down beside me here because we need the space because the Gemini is coming out. So let's grab my Gemini machine, switch her on, grab my plates, and we'll pop this on there. Hopefully it's not going to move around too much. And then we'll pop that through our machine. There we go. I love this paper. She's quite noisy, I know. But there you go. Pippa says, thank you, love these papers, etc. But have to go now, so we'll watch the rest later. Oh, well, thank you so much for joining, Pippa. It's been lovely to have you watching. Julie's here. She says, hey, Joe, loving the papers. When do they go on sale? So, for those that you missed that, Julie, it's a great question. These will go on sale on Tuesday, the 18th, on Hobbymaker exclusively, and then on our website on the 19th. I had to think then what day followed the 18th. So yes, so you'll be able to get them first of all from Hobbymaker, and then from the Time for Tea website on the 19th. The bundles that you can get on Hobbymaker will include the coordinating dies, and you will get 12 sheets of 24 designs. Well, they're 12 designs, but they're repeated twice, if that makes sense. I really need to work out how I explain this for TV, don't I, by the time we get to Tuesday. Otherwise, it's going to be quite embarrassing for me. So when you cut out this shape on die from your cardstock, you will also get the middle piece, which is adorable. You can use that then as a background for another card, but you also get this adorable frame, and that's the frame that we're going to use on our card, and I think that's going to look so cute. So if I position here where I want that, then I know which bit of my paper I need to cut out. And the best way and the easiest way of doing that, to make sure that I do it 100% accurate, is to use my A6 layering dies. So I've got my A6 layering dies here, and I'm going to take these and I'm going to position, where did I say I wanted that? I wanted that about there, didn't I? I think that's perfect, because that gives me enough room for my, and I've done it on a little bit of a tilt because I don't want my hill to go up quite so much, so I'm going to tilt it ever so slightly, and then we're going to add our washi tape onto here, and then we're going to pop this through our die cutting machine. Again, our noisy little machine. Julie says, fab, thanks Joe, we'll put a reminder on my phone. Are you on Hobbymaker on the 18th? I am. I'm on at 4 o'clock on Hobbymaker, which if you're a Sky viewer, that is channel 673, correct me if I'm wrong there, Julie. I believe that is correct. Through there. I love this this shape. It looks so good. It looks so pretty. I love this die. It's one of my favourites. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie, as they say. So we've now cut out our background. Oh, this is so exciting. This is why this form of crafting I find to be so much fun and so relaxing. You know, when you're in a hurry, you're also, what it's great for is if you're not really sure what you want to do, like you've not got so much inspiration at the moment, you know, you're feeling a little bit like you've lost your mojo a bit, or you just really want to craft but you just don't know what to do. These are the perfect sets for that, because you don't really have to think too much. A lot of that's already been done. Like I say, the colour scheme's been done for you. The background papers are doing a lot of work for you. So it makes for just really nice, chilled out crafting, which I think we are all, you know, we all need a little bit of that, don't we, from time to time, where you don't really have to do a lot of prep. You can just come in and put a few bits together and make a really cute card. Crafting Queen says that she uses the A6 die set to cut out pattern paper and to gut the inner parts to use on other projects. But I love the idea of putting the dies on a bit of a slant. Brilliant idea and result. Thank you so much. That's really, really cool. And Julie says that they're super cute papers for spring and Easter cards. They really are. The colour scheme is going to be so good for your other projects, not just with this set, but they work so well with this. So we've already got our card is already looking amazing. Julie says, perfect, Joe. I'll probably end up watching Hobby Maker on my phone as it's just after school pickup time and Blake has a trial to go to Tuesday at 4:15 for a rock project. Well, that sounds very exciting. You'll have to tell us more about that when he's had a go at it. I like to cut my cardstock down a little bit before I put it through my die cutting machine, because I use my tiny die cutting machine. So you could use your larger machines and you don't have to do this step, but I prefer to do it this way just because I like cutting little bits out at a time. And I'm going to think about what is it that I actually want to do with my little images. This little guy jumping over the fence is really very cute. You could have him jumping over the fence there. We've got our little ram here looking quite forlorn, and I don't know whether the thinking of you image is really quite cute with this, because we've got the two little leaping sheep here, which are very cute. We've got the you are the best as well, and then we've got our little guy that's asleep. He's very cute. So I quite like this chap, thinking of you, but I also like him coming over the top of the hill there, over the fence, sorry. And then we've either got a thank you or we've got a missing you, or a thinking of you that we can cut out. And of course the coordinating dies will work with that. So my coordinating dies are here. I'm just going to grab some of these and let's cut some of these images out, and then we'll have a little play with the positioning of them in our scene. Because like I say, most of this is just really the fun bit where you get to just play, and you can just just have fun moving things around. We do have coordinating dies for these sentiments as well, which is really, really good. So I just need to work out which one is which. I believe that is going to be a thinking of. We've got a missing you, missing, and a thank you. If I can get these out with my nails. And I do think that potentially these mines come with an extra U. I don't know why. Yours may be the same. There's obviously a little bit of a production duplication there, so you might get an extra U die, which is just a bonus, I guess. If you lose one, you've got a spare one. Emma says that's just so cute. The colours look lush together. And Craft Queen says, I mean, gut the layers where the lower layers are hidden, not gut the lovely image. No, I totally understood where you were coming from. I think have I got him the wrong way around? Yes, I have. I was cutting out his bum instead of his head there. So we'll just line these little guys up and pop those on there. So in other news, in other crafty news, let's just move this up on screen so you can see what I'm doing. We have lots of lovely crafty updates coming. So we do have a new design team. So we haven't announced them yet. The announcement will be going out. I'm thinking Sunday. The team don't know this yet. Everyone's been told that they are successful and they're new members of our lovely team. But we haven't shared that with anyone else yet. So it has all been very very hush hush until we can make the official announcement. Which, like I say, is probably going to be Sunday, and then you will soon start to see some lovely inspiration from these guys, and they will also get to play with some of the new stamp designs that are coming your way as well. So April is going to be a busy month for Time for Tea. I mean, it's always a busy month at Time for Tea, but I think it's going to be extra specially busy with new releases, new team members, new designs, new hobby maker shows. I think I've got one show in April, maybe two in May coming up. So lots of new shows coming up, new products, new exciting developments within the Time for Tea HQ. Like I say, I'm hoping to do a little bit of development there so that we can make it a bit more usable. So really exciting times. Definitely getting the spring feels where you feel like you need to have a bit of a sort out and a bit of a new start, and that's very much I'm in the mind of, right, what are we going to do next for Time for Tea? What's next for us? Because I love spending time with you guys. I love crafting with you. I love all the new designs. I love creating the designs and playing with them when they come. I mean, it is just the best job in the world. And how do we keep bringing you these new designs, and at a time when it is pretty tricky out there? I'm not gonna lie, there are a lot of companies that are struggling during this time, and I know it's difficult for you guys to for all of us to decide what we're going to be, what hobbies we're going to be able to invest in, and where we're going to be putting our putting our money these days. So we were trying to make it as accessible and as easy and as fun as we possibly can, and that's going to mean new products like these, and new designs, and just a few changes, I suppose. But we want to keep bringing you education, we want to keep bringing you inspiration, new products, new designs, all of the things that you've come to expect from Time for Tea. I'm excited for what the new year is going to bring, because it does just, I don't know, it just gives me so much pleasure doing this, this crafty job. So I hope that it brings you guys a lot of pleasure too. Crafty Queen says it's all happening, Joe, so pleased for you and looking forward to seeing what's coming. And Annalisa says, can't wait to see what you have created next, looking forward to April and seeing everything. I know the design team are absolutely, just chomping at the bit to see some new designs, because it's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a minute, hasn't it? But there's there has been many reasons for that, which we've talked about over the course of the last 12 months. Obviously, my mum's been very poorly over that time, which has taken a lot of focus and energy away from Time for Tea. We've also set up and started a new business, which was very exciting. So we have, for those of you that are new here and don't know, we have a hair and beauty salon in our local area, which just needed so much work and redevelopment to get it to where we wanted it to be. So that's taken up so much time. But we're pretty much there now, which is awesome. So that means now we can take more time for tea. My mum's feeling much better. We're not all the way there yet with my mum. She still has days where it's tough for her, but generally, you know, we're over the worst, I suppose, of that situation, which means that, you know, we can all focus on other things this year, and I really, really want to get back into creating for Time for Tea, and bringing you some new stuff. And as in every, you know, new year, I have so many different ideas, so many different things about bringing back online classes, for example. How would you guys feel about some online classes, some digital stamps, similar to the ones that we're bringing you here in a physical form in the cardstock, but coloured images that are digital that you could craft with. You know, just different ways and more affordable ways of you being able to get hold of your Time for Tea favourites. That's where my mind is at the moment. So what do you think? Would you guys be up for that, or do you have any other ideas of things that you would like? Obviously, in-person craft classes would be the favourite, definitely. And if we could do that, some of those, if we can do some development at HQ, that would be the absolute ideal. But until then, because that's more of a like an infrastructure thing where we need to get the right premises sorted, the right infrastructure set up, and time to be able to do that. So online course, and obviously not everybody can come to an in-person class because you're not in Sheffield and you might be a bit too far away. You might even be in Canada like Annalisa, who can't just hop on a bus and come and see us, can you? So yeah, so if you've got, you know, any ideas of anything else that you think would work for you guys, then we're all ears. You know, we love to get your feedback and love to get your ideas. So I've just sorted out all of my little elements there. I've cut out most of the pieces. I think the only one that I've not cut out is my fence, because I've got a fence. So I don't need my fence for this particular image. Annalisa says, thank you for the update on your mum. I was wondering how she was feeling. Thank you so much for asking. It's definitely up and down, and I know thing that she absolutely loved about our crafty community is how much all of you sent your love and asked about her and sent her cards and just were so loving and supportive. And I think that is why I love being part of this industry, because the community that we have is so thoughtful and so caring. And even though none of you have ever met my mum, you've heard me speak about her so many times, and you all sent her your love and your support, and I really do think that helped to get her through some really bad times, so I appreciate that so much. Julie is saying that she would love more Time for Tea workshops, but understand you need minimum attendance numbers. Hope Annalisa is remaining on the design team. Love her creations. Annalisa is an OG. I don't think Annalisa will ever leave the design team. It will be kicking and screaming, I think. And yeah, Annalisa is definitely staying with us because she is an absolute legend. And Julie says, super excited for the new design team members. So your post wanting new team members after the deadline, and sadly I've not done as much crafting as you would have liked recently. And Julia, that's totally understandable, and it is such a big commitment to be part of a design team. You know, it is hard for most people to commit to the amount of work that's involved, so the guys that do come on board, I appreciate them so much. Julie's always up for an in-person class, but she'd have to bring the boys along. Well, we'll have to see if we can accommodate that. It would be lovely to see you guys. And yes, I would love it if you could just hop on a bus, Annalisa. That would be so cool. I'll have to hop on a plane to Canada one day. Maybe one day we could meet in person. That would be so cool. And yes, you're never going anywhere. So, thank you, Emma, and thank you all of you for your lovely, lovely words about my mum. So, we have all of our little elements cut out. I mean, how adorable are some of these little images? When you cut them out, they just look so different. I think, you know, as they do just on the paper, because they do come alive. So let's have a think. How do we want to position these on our background? This is going to come together so easily as well. So you see, I said I got my little ram looking a little bit forlorn, isn't he? I'd quite like him there, actually, now I've thought about it. Or you could have this guy leaping over the fence, which is very cute, about to jump on his mate, who is just happily just, you know, that's very cute, isn't it? Thinking of you. So I think what we might do, I'm not going to have him leaping on his friend's head, because I feel like that's a bit mean. But the thinking of you would sit really nicely in this bit of sky just up here. Thinking of you would sit really nicely up there. And then we've got our little guy here just thinking. And I've also got a little bit of one of those extra little flowers, which we could then pop up, which again is really, really cute. Oh, we've got You Are the Best, which is also very sweet, which could sit across the top. But I think the thinking of you in that little bit of space there just works quite well. What do we think? Do we like that layout? Annalisa says that time for tea is part of her DNA now. And Julie says, the boys were asking the other day if you're going to Crafting Live again this year, as they want to come and see you again. Oh, bless them. That is so cute. We're actually not going to be going to Crafting Live this year. This is big news. We have made some decisions about whether it's the right thing for us to do. They've made some changes in how they operate, which didn't really fit with us so well. And the cost of it and the amount of time and I suppose effort it takes. We would rather bring those savings to you if you're not able to come to the show, so give them to everyone rather than spend that money on a show that only reaches a certain number of people. And a lot of those people aren't like you, Julie, aren't like true Time for Tea fans. A lot of those people are there for other brands and not necessarily there for us. So we feel that money would be better invested giving that back to our true followers and supporters. So that money that it costs us, which it's not a small amount, you know, it's a big chunk of money to go to the shows and set up, hold the equipment, just hiring the venue, you know, the stand is a lot of money. And I would rather do that and invest in new stamp designs or new classes or other products that will benefit you guys more, and then bring you the show discounts at the time of the show, but for everyone, not just for people who are attending the show. And I know that means we don't get to see you in person. But like I say, if we do class live in-person classes, well, maybe that we could see you there instead. And that's more dedicated time for you guys than if we're just in a, you know, in a show where we get few seconds because we've got queues of people waiting to purchase stuff. So Annalisa says that those little flowers are one of her favourites of all time. The little hearts as flowers are priceless. Oh, thank you. And Julie says, understandable with regards to Crafting Live. We'll tell them they'll have to wait for an in-person class or another opportunity. Oh, bless them. Thank you so much for understanding. It is tough. it's a tough decision to make because we do enjoy seeing everyone, and that's the benefit of going to the shows. That's why we want to replace it with another option of doing a live in person kind of situation. So I'm just looking to see if I've got enough foam, which I haven't. I've only got black, and I don't want to back this onto black. So I'm just going to use my foam tape, because my foam tape is shake tape. It's very, very robust. Those of you that have bought our shake tape will know it is quite legendary, and it is such a great product. Unfortunately, it's one that is really tough to sell online because of the awkward size and packaging of it. So what I do need to do for you guys is, again, it was a great one to sell at shows. So we did always take it to the shows because obviously then you're not paying the postage. But you know, there are ways and means we can try and make this work. Maybe doing this via Hobby Maker would be a good way, because you pay like a capped P&P with Hobby Maker. So it means then that we can send it you without it costing you an arm and a leg. Right, so let's pop that there for the moment, and let's take, oh, actually I'm putting the cart before the horse because I haven't stuck my background down, have I? I need to do that first, otherwise we've just got a bit of loose paper. So I'm going to start with this, which I should have done anyway. You could use your tape runners for this if you wanted. I like to use my glue, so bit of glue on the back of there, and pop that onto there. Give that a good smoosh, and then I can now take the back off my my foam, and we can pop this over the top, and this is going to create a gorgeous little frame. So there we go. Whoa. Let's make sure we're lining this up as straight as is physically possible. There we go. And I've done it the right way around as well. Phew, thank goodness. So we've got that. And then Julie says, I keep meaning to make a moving card with the sheep jumping fence. I love the foam tape. Think I still have plenty of both sizes to keep me going for a while. That is what's been so great about it, is that they do actually last for such a long time, don't they? So you don't really need to get loads more. And that's why I'm hanging on to my last few, because I don't know what I'll do when I run out. It is the best tape of all time. I think that's, if we do manage to get some more, that is how I am going to have to advertise it, because for me it actually that is no joke. Just cutting into it, just as a bit of an example, and I know one of our crafty friends, Linda, says, it cuts through so easily, and doesn't gum up your scissors, and again, that's such a huge thing with foam tape. It's nice and thick and robust, so it's not just going to collapse. Let's just slot that under the little, I know there's a technical term for the bits of letters that hang down. I can't remember what it is right now, but I've just positioned that perfectly under there. And then I've got my other ginormous tape here, which is fabulous. And I'm going to just chop into this a little bit as well. Just chop a little bit of that off so that I can add a bit of dimension to our gorgeous little little sheep. And one of the things that I absolutely love with images like this is to add one of those action wobblers, because that just creates just immense amounts of pleasure for me, seeing something a bit interactive. So yeah, I love that. We definitely should do more wobbles. I need to get some action wobblers. Right, oh, that stuck to my finger. So if you get this issue, which I get this issue a lot, I'm going to use my quick sticks tool, the end of that, just to stick it to the back of those flowers instead of my fingernail. And then we'll just pop those just casually there. Now that in itself looks adorable. I'm popping on the glasses so that I can see a little bit more close up, because my eyesight, it is failing me. Reading glasses are on, because we're going to go in and we're going to add some extra bits. In fact, I'm not going to do that first, because I know that that will end up being smudged. So I'm going to go in first of all with my jelly roll number 8. So I'll just show you that up to screen. My jelly roll number 8. And we're going to add some highlights to our tree. And the reason that I haven't done this in the printed cardstock is for this very reason, that I like to add that after the event. I think it looks better. It looks like you've then coloured it in yourself, so it gives the illusion of, oh, this is this hand drawn, or is it, or hand coloured in, or is it printed? I'm not sure. So by adding a few little flourishes like this, you make it look like you've done the colouring in and not us. So love that. So that's just added a little bit of extra there. You could even add a few little bits of almost grass highlights to that scene as well, and that just makes that pop for me. I just really love doing that. And then my glaze pen, so this is my black glaze pen, I'm just going to just knock off any that's kind of got dried on the end of that pen so that it flows. And then I'm going to go over these eyes, and again, by going over the eyes, not only does it make them shine and pop, but it also gives the illusion that you've coloured that in, because you've added that little bit of extra. And then, you know, these are all just extra little flourishes that you could add that are not at all in the slightest bit necessary, but just make me very happy to do. So some little bits of sparkle on top of your flowers, like they're almost, you know, they're just glistening, aren't they, with a little bit of your stickles. And that again gives it more of that handmade look. You've spent more time on it than you actually have, but that's what it looks like. And it just gives that finishing touch, makes it that little bit more special. Not that it isn't already looking pretty special, because there we are, that's our finished card. And I think you'll agree that that was so easy to do, but is so effective. Isn't he cute? He's adorable. Those sparkles, look how they're shining. And just really, really easy. and simple to do. I love how that's turned out. So cute and so easy and so much fun to do. I really hope that you've enjoyed that. Jill says, such a great idea, super cute card from Julie, absolutely loves it, and loves the added extra bits too. The frame is lovely, says Jill. It is, I love this frame, and I'm so glad I did it in the pattern paper, which is something that I would not normally have done. And I think this is when you get new products like we've talked about today, you know, you get to experiment and try something that you wouldn't normally have done. And all of this has taken is some bits of patterned paper, some cardstock, our die frame, and then some extra little bits in terms of the stickles and some foam tape. Job done, nice and easy, really cute. And I do think that that's still got that same kind of home, not homemade, handmade, handcrafted and hand coloured effect that our other cards that we bring to you do. So I love that, and you still get to be really creative and colourful. So yeah, I think that is just job done. Lovely little spring card, and the frame does add the sunshine. That's absolutely right. I love that. So where are all my bits? Let me get my bits back out so you can see what's on the shows on Tuesday and what will be on the website on Wednesday. So we've got our lovely patterned paper. Obviously I have chopped up one of those bits, so that would be the yellow one, and then we've got our pink, we've got the green, we've got the blue, we've got the purple in there, and there is there one more that I'm missing? No, we've got yellow, pink, that's right, and then we've got the scene, which I have chopped in half. So where's my other half? There it is. And we've got the scene papers, and then the cardstock, you've got the You Are Moveless, and then the You Are the Best. So that's all of the fabulous products that we've got that we're bringing to you on Tuesday. There will be more inspiration for you on that show as well. There will be obviously some great offers on some of our other products and previous cardstock that we've brought to you in other shows. We've got some of those bits that we're bringing back so that you can top up your supplies on some of those. So it will be a really great show on Hobby Maker on Tuesday, but then we'll also have these available on the website on Wednesday as well, potentially. I mean, if things go, you know, really, really well and we sell out of everything, then, you know, that could happen, so just be warned. But yeah, we will, if people love these, then we will restock in the future, I'm sure. Crafty Queen says, beautiful card, Jo. Love all the finishing touches and your great ideas. I also love the frame dies you bring out. They really give the cards that extra dimension and such an interesting finish. And Julie says she's super excited for these papers. I think they're so good. Our papers are always so popular. So yeah, I'm so glad that you like them. I'm so pleased that you've enjoyed today's show. I will see you, hopefully I'll see you next Friday for another live, but I will definitely see you on Tuesday on Hobby Maker at 4 o'clock. See you all then, guys, and thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye. Bye.